used to believe that I had to be healed in order to find love or be in a relationship. I was married in my 20s and I was divorced by the time I was 29, I think. And then I went into this period for about 5 years of choosing not to be in a relationship. And I had heard advice that was about, you need to heal yourself first before you can expect to get into a good relationship with someone. And it sounded wise at the time, and I fully thought that that was a good idea. Now I've got a different perspective. Yeah, my experience of actually being in a relationship is that it has been far more healing than it has been out of relationship. So while I did value having that time by myself, I learned a lot of stuff about myself. I think there was a lot of um, maybe missed opportunity, or um, there was things that I could not ever hope to address being by myself, really. Um, so yeah, my invitation here is to actually feel for yourself. What is it like to believe the idea that you have to be healed to be in relationship? For myself, there's the sense of mm, like always reaching for something and never quite being able to get there. Uh, there's a sense of longing and maybe loneliness, a desire to be connected and having love and the joy that comes with being in a relationship. But a part of myself holding back because I don't believe or feel like I'm healed enough, whatever that means. And I think that's part of the issue. Like, it's not a defined state. How do you know when you're healed? So just notice what that feels like for you to believe that, and what might it feel like to believe that love actually supports your healing, or could support your healing. For me, it's a much more expansive, and I feel joy at that thought, and a sense of relief as well. The idea that another human can actually help support me, and um, the love that we share with each other can actually contribute to both of our healing. Um, it feels much more in alignment for me. It's definitely got more of a ring of truth to it. So yeah, and I'm curious what you experience. I'd love to hear it in the comments. And I guess I just want to offer the possibility that you know being in love can really um, do beautiful things for your healing, and it's not necessarily a doorway that you have to pass through before you can be in relationship. You don't necessarily have to, um, you know, dig up all of your wounds and heal your relationship with your inner child, and they're not prerequisites. And in fact, in my experience, the opposite is true. You know, having um, having a partner can give us beautiful moments of connection with each other, which is really healing and beautiful. It also provides opportunities where there's friction, and it's not always easy. But in choosing to stay open through that process, uh, there's healing that occurs in that. It gives my nervous system very strong signals of safety that and trust that I can actually be with this person in some kind of dissonance. You know, maybe something hasn't quite worked out. She said something or I said something that didn't land that well with the other person, but we're not breaking up, we're not separating, we're not disconnecting or allowing that pain of that to drive us apart. We're using it as a springboard for deeper connection. And I don't think that there's anything in life, for me at least, that is more, um, you know, that tells my system that everything's okay more than that. You know, the idea that someone's just still going to be there. So it's very soothing to me. I wonder what that might be like for you. So I'd really love to just leave you with a question, really. Um, what might it be like for you to allow to allow love to be a pathway to healing, rather than healing be a prerequisite for love?